Hey everybody. Oh, my glasses are a little foggy, huh? Let me clean them real quick. Hello. Game of life, okay? Uh, I went live because there's some music playing there in the background you guys can hear. I'm going to tell you guys about the game of life, right? We all have our lives that we live. Everyone's life is different. That's why I'm making this video at the airport. See all the people coming and going and moving, cars, people doing their jobs, moving around, flying in, flying out, just living their lives. And everybody's life is different. And everybody is at a different moment in their life. There's a group passing right now that they're happy, they're together, they're enjoying, arriving, their trip, or they're picking up their loved ones. All of our lives are just like that group. You have your highs, you have your lows, your good times, and your bad times. And now we live in a time where people can use their voice online to voice their opinion about whatever is bothering them or whatever makes them happy, whatever makes them joyous. Things they might be going through or not going through, wish they were going through, people they wish they were with, or people that they are with. The point is that it's all orchestrated. It's all designed, like this airport. It's a design. This is where you park your car. And this is where the trees grow. Over there where that car's moving, that's how you get to the exit. That's how you enter the airport. It's all designed. It's a game. It's a game that you play, like in the movie The Matrix, where Neo meets the architect. It's just studying your reactions to events that are predetermined and orchestrated in your life. Now, this isn't a gripe video. Oh, no, it's not that, no. This is a video just documenting the reality of it all. Even in my life, I have the highs and the lows. You had your good times. Maybe you have your bad times. But it's all orchestrated. In my country, the United States right now, a lot of people believe that there's a lot of issues, there's problems. So we have our fiber optic internet and we can voice our opinions about what's going on in the world. And I'll tell you what's going on in the world. We're all going through our period of orchestrated life. See, we're actually not in control. We all live inside this very, very big, elaborated, orchestrated, mapped out game where we are presented with options by those who control our lives. And the main focus of that is money. It all revolves around money. Money is the fuel for the game. It's what makes it go. None of this all works without money. There has to be money to fuel our reactions and our choices and our interactions with the world around us, right? Right. So as you go through your life, you might feel like, why are these things happening to me? And that works both ways, when good things are happening to you and bad things. And it's all because it's orchestrated. It's orchestrated to be this way. I'm going back to the United States to play the game some more, the same way I did when I arrived here to play the game some more. It's just a game, a controlled game by those who like to watch us live our lives and see how we react to different things that happen into our lives. If I were to have more money, I would act differently if I didn't have any money. If I were to have an injury, it would cause me to react a certain way. If I were to meet a certain person, it might change my perspective or how I react to my life or the choices that I might make. And all these things are orchestrated in the background. That's why sometimes we all feel like our lives might be out of control. We never feel like it's perfect or planted. We never feel like we're happy we've reached the destination, because it's just a game of choices, endless game of choices. That's all it is. And those choices are set out for us, just like that walkway right there. It's designed. This is the playing field. This is where our lives take place. And it brings people of power great joy to watch us play this game. And some of us are focused steady. We become these targeted individuals where people who control our lives say, let's put a little bit of pressure on this person and watch and see how they react. For example, if I had no money right now, I would have two choices. I could either stop playing the game. I could say, well, I'm just going to go out on my own, or I could say, well, I'm going to make more money, because that is the way it's designed. Some people say it's a game for our souls. You know, what are you going to choose to do? What are you going to do in this situation? How are you going to react? And that's really all it is. You can't say that your life is bad because you don't have what you want, or you're at a point right now in your life where it's, oh, I don't want to be here. Well, everyone has that point in their life where they end up saying, well, I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to be here. Well, that's part of the game. The only thing you can do in the game is continue to play. And that's why I'm making this video. That's what makes it so much fun. That's the liberating fact about your life and my life, is the fact that it doesn't really matter what you do, because behind the scenes, someone is there pulling the strings, orchestrating what the next chapter of your life will be. And that is letting go of control. And some people would say that's faith in God. Some people would say that's just the morbid truth of life. There's just so many things about it that you just can't control. And at the end of that, all that I just said there, you can either choose to be happy or you can choose to be sad. But you will choose to play. Even though you know that it is orchestrated and that you have limited flexibility, because you have to stay within the game. It doesn't matter if you fly here or fly somewhere else. It doesn't matter if you stay at your job or leave your job. It doesn't matter if you're on the street or in a $20 million mansion. You are in this game, and you can only control certain aspects of your time in this game. So I've decided to keep playing. And you should all keep playing too, just like a casino where the chips are time. As long as you have time, you keep playing. When I was inside the airport there, I had something to eat, and I noticed the layout, and I was just watching the people. In New York, if you're from New York, it's called people watching. I was just watching how the people interact as they come down the ramp. You know, from where the airplanes arrive, some people go to the bathroom, some people go to buy something to eat, some people laugh and hug and cry with their friends, some people run straight to the ATM. You know, it's all just a game. It's a game to see how people react. It's a game to see what people do next, what they won't do next. Can you push people to do something that's out of their comfort zone? Or can you push people to act crazy? Or will people just accept it? How strong are they? What can they withhold? What can they withstand? But that's what it is. It's just a game. And it's very, very liberating to be in the game. And if you don't worry about it, because you know, well, hold on, I gotta wait. Espera, porque hay gente hablando aquí. La seguridad está hablando aquí. I'm sorry, guys. Habla. La seguridad aquí está controlando la situación. And they're part of the game too. They're playing the game too. They're looking for somebody or something. And they're playing their role in the game. I thought for a while that I was not going to keep playing. I saw a lot of things happen in my life and I said, wow, that's not how I wanted it to go. And then I heard stories of other people telling me about their life and I'm like, wow, that doesn't sound fun at all. I mean, I don't like the way that your life's going. And I realized that's all it is. You're just interacting with other people at different points in their lives, having a good time or having a bad time. And maybe a year from now, the person who's having a bad time will be having a good time. And the person having a good time will be having a bad time. After I said all of that, which is just like a mouthful of stuff, what I'm trying to say is that you should just let it all go and understand whether you believe it's people behind the scenes or it's God, karma, dharma, whatever it is. And just live your life and just let it happen. Let it be the way that you want it to be. Because you can't control everything. In some sense, you can't control anything. It brings a lot of peace. Sometimes the thing that you want isn't what you get. And sometimes you get the thing that you need, but not the thing that you wanted. So as I stand here now, waiting for my flight to arrive, I'm going to enjoy this time I have to watch other people just interact and live their lives. And I know tomorrow I'll be back to living mine the way that I was before. Because that's what's been chosen for me. Don't fight the control. Don't fight the forces that are behind the scenes, and the people, and the places, and the ideas that control our world. Just accept it and be at peace, because you don't know what's coming around the next turn or the next corner, and you don't know if it'll bring you joy or despair. You just live it and enjoy it. I've accepted the fact that that's what it's going to be. I spoke to my mother this week. I hadn't spoken to her in a very, very long time. And I spoke to some friends that I've made here before I left. And I really enjoyed interacting with them and hearing about their experiences in life and watching them hear about and interact with my experiences in life. But at the end of the day, it is just a game. And we just choose the roles that we play. Good, bad, happy, or sad. And I finally reached that point where I said, oh, I can't control things. You can only just talk about, document what's happening in your life. You can only talk about and share your experience. But our lives are under control, which makes it completely out of control, because there's many things that you just cannot change. And I'm completely happy with that. It took me a long time to realize this too, that you always end up coming to a major fork in the road in your life, where you have to say, well, it's left or right. And it doesn't matter if you want to go in the direction that you choose or are forced to choose. You can only go forward. And in that is the peace. What I wanted to find was love and money. I didn't find it. That doesn't mean I won't find it. I just didn't find it. So I continue to play. And whatever it is that you wish to find in life, I hope you do find it. And if you don't, maybe you just need a little bit more time. But that's what makes the game so much fun. is if you have time, if God woke you up today, then you are free to play. And you can make the most of it or the least of it. And that's what life is. Just go play the game. Remember, you can't control all of it. You can only control the fact that you are here to play the game.